Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I would love it if you would stick around by hitting that subscribe button. Let's get started. So today we are going to take an old sign and make it new. So we are updating the outdated. I got this sign from Hobby Lobby last year. It was on fall clearance. And what I'm going to do is take my heat tool and my Cricut spatula, and I'm going to remove this leather fall leaf. Yes, I said leather. Usually it's wood. I don't know what they were thinking, but man, this thing was a pain in the butt to take off. Once it finally came off, it left an awful residue, which is fine because you're not going to be able to see it anyway. I took a baby wipe and tried to get it off, but in the end I wasn't able to, which is completely fine because you're not going to see that part anyway. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some painter's tape and put it all around the inside part of my frame. This painter's tape, I'm not sure if they still have it, but check your local Lowe's. I got this painter's tape, I think, for 48 cents. I grabbed a couple of rolls of it, and it works really well, just like any other painter's tape. So check. Moving on to the next step, we're going to take some white paint by Waverly. I thought I had a new jar. I'm almost positive I have like 10 open bottles of white paint. That's bad. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a nice even coat of paint. And it's just going to be the first coat that we're going to do that, because the second coat's going to go on just a tad differently. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this first coat, and then I'll show you what I do next. So the paint is almost dry on this. It's not completely dry, and that's how I want it. Because I'm going to start, when I start the second coat, it's going to give it just a little bit of texture. So, and that's what I want. I don't want a smooth surface. I want something kind of bumpy and ripply, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, I've started my second coat, and you see how it's kind of bumpy like that? That's the effect that I'm going for, because I'm going to be decoupaging this, and it's going to have texture with it, with the Mod Podge. So I'm going to just go over it just a little bit more, and then I'm going to go over it again with my heat tool, and then we'll start the decoupage process. So now that that's good and dry, it would probably be a good time to take off your paint. I didn't do it right away, and you'll see me in a while. Okay, so these napkins right here are really old napkins. I got them when Dollar Tree had barely opened in my state, I guess. And that was back when everything was a little bit more sturdy compared to today. Like, things are a little bit more flimsy. They don't last very long. The napkins, they're too thin. You have to be very, very careful on what you do. But these napkins are sturdy. They're thick. When I was opening them, you'll see that it didn't take much at all. But at the same time, I'm using 2 of them, by the way. At the same time, you could be kind of rough with them. You know how the other napkins, you have to be very careful when you're taking the second ply off? This one was not like that. It's thick and it's sturdy. And look at that. You get the print on these older napkins. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 prints on one napkin. Compared to today, you get 1 or maybe 2. But I got 3 prints on one. So here you see me. I'm trying to take the second ply off. I had a little bit of trouble there. So I was trying to lick my fingers, which is kind of gross because I still had paint on them. Sorry. But then I got smart and put Mod Podge on my fingers. Sometime soon. Okay, here we go. And look at that. I was going pretty quick with it. You didn't have to be very careful at all. I didn't have to be very careful at all. Sheesh. I always save the second ply. I put it aside, like, oh, well, I'm going to use this. I never do, but it's still saved. Okay, so now the next step is going to be to cut out the images on the napkins, and I'm going to cut off the butterflies. I'm still going to use them, but I don't want them attached to the flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and cut one of the ones I need. I don't know why I didn't cut them all at one time, but you'll see here in just a bit how this comes out. It comes out absolutely beautiful. 2 years later, just kidding. Okay, so I have my Mod Podge here, and I'm just going to put just a tad bit and move it all around where I want my image, my piece of napkin. And then I think I wait a couple of seconds just to get it a little bit tacky, and then I add the napkin on top of the Mod Podge, and then almost immediately I'll go over it again. But not before I take off my painter's tape. Yeah, do that when your paint is dry. It's a lot easier. Now that part is done, I went ahead and I cut some words off on my Cricut machine, and I'm going to weed them out and attach them onto my sign. I use the Oracle 651 vinyl, and you could get that on Amazon, and I think there's also a 651 website that you can get a lot of it for a really good price. And so yeah, I got mine from Amazon, but I wanted to tell you too that the transfer paper that I use, the transfer tape that I use, it's not transfer tape at all. It's actually just a Duck brand shelf liner from Walmart. You get a big roll, a lot of it on there for like $8. It's really worth it. It works really well. But yeah, you see me here. This vinyl, I just wanted to show you that it works really well. It's easy to weed. It's easy to attach. It's really good. And this is not sponsored, by the way. Okay, I think I lose footage here of me putting it, actually attaching it on, but you'll see how it comes out. It comes out really good. I want to take this time to thank everybody for sticking by me through my journey, and thank you so much to all 417 of my subscribers. You guys are awesome. My goal by the end of the month is 500, but we'll see how that goes. So remember, if you're new, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Well, this is it, guys. This is how it turned out. It is absolutely beautiful. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord. God bless you. Thank you, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.